Thank you for that random man over there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play the wonderful, awesome, magnificent Witcher. I've been loving this game a lot. I've been really enjoying playing through this all over again. I truly have, and we're about to commence Chapter 2 of the game. The longest chapter of the game, if memory serves. And I'm looking forward to it, although, first, I do have a couple of apologies to make. Boring. Shut up, muscle man. We'll get to the gameplay in a minute. Anyway, a couple of apologies to make. One of them is we missed out on a fairly decent side quest in the previous chapter. I apologise for missing that. We were supposed to speak to a gentleman called Luvarden in the tavern at some point, and I just never happened to bump into him. Unfortunately, otherwise I would have done it. And talking to him is what sends you to the cave full of the Equinox, where you discover the dead body in there, and that leads to something else. And basically, I don't want to spoil it, but it's a cool little side quest, which I wish I'd actually included in this Let's Play. Unfortunately, I didn't, though. So apologies for that. Something for you guys to try out playing at home, I guess. If you're following along at home, go talk to Luvarden before the Reverend clears the village for the final showdown. Talk to Luvarden. You will not regret it. It's pretty cool. Second apology is I didn't kill the monster by the lake. It was actually just down near the mill on the side of the river closest to the city. I just didn't find it, unfortunately. Oh, and the third little thing as well is we forgot to go see Vesna with a bottle of wine in hand at the mill. I completely forgot to do that because I was caught up in the main quest. So she's probably at some point going to emerge from the mill thinking, oh, that Geralt should have been here by now. Where is he? Why isn't he here? Where is he gone? And then she'll just come outside and discover that the entire village is dead, and from the tops of the walls of the city there will be heard a faint scream in the distance, I assume. But anyway, there you go. So I also forgot to do that. Literally forgot to do that. But nevertheless, here we are. After being betrayed by Mikkel, the guardsman, Geralt finds himself locked up here in the jail after attempting to enter the city. And so here we are. Here we are. Things don't look great. On the bright side, my completely and utterly crowded inventory is now totally clear. And I think they've also taken away my dice box that I didn't need. I've got my one... They let me keep one set of dice, bless them. That was nice of them, I suppose.
I'm innocent.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
This is Arnold, my rat.
I see.
I may be a thief, but society's to blame.
Tomorrow's my big day.
Why are you here, Elf?
Delighting in the last moments of my life. Or trying to. I hang tomorrow. I have a request.
Mm-hmm.
I've always found games pleasant, and Jethro let me keep my dice.
Yes!
If you don't have your own set, we can share mine.
You let us keep our dice as well. Brilliant. Prison dice. I didn't even know this was a thing. I don't think I encountered this the first time I played the game. Fine. Apparently I've still got some orans. Interesting. Fine, why not? Eh? Why not? Let's oblige the poor fellow. Let's see, what has he got? I've got a pair, he's got 2 pairs. Nah. Alright, let's re-roll all 3 of these. I like how this jolly music is playing as we're locked up in jail. It's catchy, I'll admit, but still a little bit out of place. I lose. Alright, let's try again. No, not that good. What is that dice doing? It's possessed. It tells you. 2 pairs, actually. That's not awful. Although he's got 4 of a kind. We are so screwed. We are so screwed. Alright, well, why don't we try and get 4? He's got 4 5s. Unbelievable. Let's just re-roll absolutely everything and see if the dice gods are kind. They were. Thanks, dice gods. Holy crap. That's unbelievable. What were the chances of that? Alright. Okay, fine. Geralt's feeling lucky today, apparently. Look at that one fly! Holy crap. And that one's stuck. Okay, it's now a 6. Interesting. I'm going to test my luck here. We got a 1, 2, a 4, and a 5. I'm going to reroll the 6, and if it's a 3, we'll know something spooky's going on. Nah. Never mind. There we go. He wins. Fair enough.
All right, you maggots. The king in his mercy will pardon whoever subdues the cockatrice in the sewers.
Pardon? What about half the kingdom, the princess's hand in marriage?
Clever. Watch what you say, Witcher. Political jokes could get you in trouble.
I'll slay the monster.
Too late. There's another volunteer.
I'm the better candidate.
The creep in the corner claims he'll defeat it bare-fisted.
Which creep?
Yo-ho!
That tub of lard? You're kidding.
You want freedom? Fight for it. Whoever wins faces the cockatrice.
Piece of cake.
Alright. Should be worth noting, actually, there, he mentions it being a political joke, because we're in Vizima, which is ruled by King Foltest, and that is the gentleman that Geralt, in the intro cutscene in the first of the short stories in the books, it's his daughter that he cures from being a Striga. He cures the curse on her. And that's kind of what that's referencing there, but it's kind of lost in the badly translated dialogue.
Slap somebody. I'll defeat you, then thrash that lizard and go free.
Let's do it.
Okay. Block.
Time to die!
Slap. Block. Slap. Block. Slap. Block. Slap. Block. Slap. Tried and tested method never fails, apparently. That's what happens if you try and actually mix it up a bit. You just get sort of... You get slapped in the face. The fist fighting is much better in the later games. It has to be said. Oh, are we going to show off now, are we? In the prison cell? Yeah, apparently.
Bastard. You couldn't have beaten me without your spells.
I saved your life. The cockatrice is no joke.
Next time, you'll get beaten.
Right. Okay, Vincent. Supposed to talk to you again.
I've always found...
Oh, no.
I'm not in the mood.
We played you once, mate. We played you once.
Congratulations. You won the right to slay the beast.
I'm almost proud.
Want to slay the beast, or would you rather just stand there?
I need a weapon.
That's funny. We recently confiscated a Witcher's sword.
Where?
Not your business. Jethro, bring that silver sword.
The one we found at Thaler's?
Yes, idiot. That one.
Can I have it?
Get it from Jethro. The rest of your gear's in deposit for afterwards.
Fine.
One more thing. I'll pay extra for the monster's head, provided it's undamaged.
I'll see what I can do.
That was a good don't tell him your name Pike moment there.
Oh, the sword. Where was it?
Hurry up. I don't have all day.
Yes, we also confiscated a potion. Once you've completed your task, collect your belongings from behind the bars.
I'll ask about it. Then I'll get the professor.
Stupid. The professor just does the wet work. If you want to be effective, you'd strike at his boss.
Though I doubt you'd succeed. He's a big player. He has... concessions.
Connections, you mean? I'll find him.
First, you gotta survive your meeting with the cockatrice.
Watch my belongings. I'll be back, and I'll want everything returned.
Geralt's clearly in no mood for messing about. We'll go back and loot this, though. A torch. Excellent. Flint. Beer. And orange. Yeah, sewer beer. Gotta love it. Also, I have two dice boxes again. Curses! I'll never be free of them. And who's this gentleman over here? Although, just give it 1 second. There we go. Do the drowner as well. And yes, we've got a silver sword now, finally.
Oh? You're a witcher?
Indeed.
White hair, vertical pupils, signs of mutation?
Skip the medical exam.
Forgive me. I meant no harm. I'm Siegfried, a knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
I'm Geralt.
I've heard much praise concerning the combat skills of witchers.
If you don't mind, I have some work to do down here, and I'd like to get it done fast.
A cockatrice, correct? That's why I'm here.
Let's talk.
Yes?
What do you know about cockatrices?
Cockatrices, also known as scoffins, are a kind of ornithosaur. They're twice the size of a large bird. The link between reptiles and birds. They resemble roosters, hence their common name.
Go on.
The cockatrice is frequently mistaken for a basilisk, but they're two separate species. Contrary to common belief, the cockatrice's gaze does not turn people to stone, but one should beware of its beak. The monster's beak is apt to tear its opponent's vital organs out with surgical precision. Often, the victim is slain immediately, especially when taken from behind.
So how would you say the beast can be killed?
You'll need to excel at swordsmanship. Without a silver sword, it'll be more difficult. A cockatrice likes to sneak up from behind and attack.
Anything useful to be taken from the carcass?
Its eyes are quite a versatile component, and precious. Its tail feathers are even more valuable.
Impressive knowledge.
I confess my knowledge of monsters ends with the cockatrice. My late father, Ike of Danel, may he rest in peace, left me an engraving of the beast. There were many more engravings, but they were lost inside a manticore's stomach. Only the cockatrice's image survived.
My sympathies. Did you hunt the manticore too?
No, I wasn't at home at the time. When I returned, I discovered my father, despite his infirmity, had decided to fight the manticore. He asked to be tied to a horse, and with a prayer, he charged the beast. As you can surmise, he met a tragic end.
When I reached the site of their struggle, the monster was in horrible pain, seconds from dying. When it could not dislodge my father from his armor, it nearly swallowed the old man whole. Later, they would say the sacred fire in Ike's soul burnt the monster's heart.
A heroic death.
May he rest in peace.
Think you can kill the cockatrice?
The sacred flame will guide me.
What prompted you to enter the sewers after a beast?
It threatens Vizima. The Order's been fighting beasts for a while, rather effectively, too.
Wait, that's Witcher's work.
You Witchers are relics and few in number. You're no competition. The Order demands no payment for protecting humans.
I suppose fairies funded your armor and castles.
I've no desire to argue. We're both here. There's no reason to await the other's turn, especially while there are drowners here, too. Let's join forces instead. I long to see your combat skills, and I assure you, my sword is at your disposal.
All right, we can choose now. One of two options here. But let's work with Siegfried. He seems like an amiable sort of chap, generally speaking. He's quite an interesting character, actually. I quite like Siegfried. Not in the least, because he's, of all the characters in the game, he's one of the ones with the best voice acting, actually. The VA for Siegfried did a really good job in this game, especially compared with a lot of the other characters.
Agreed. Let's go.
You lead.
Alright. Hello, Drowners. Tip, you now have a silver sword, which is effective against magical beasts and monsters. The steel sword is more effective against humans and animals. And I'm currently wielding my torch like an idiot. Let's switch, shall we? There we go. That's better. Rape style here. And fast style, if Siegfried will let me get a word in edgewise here. Nicely done. Yeah, I almost forgot the Alt key was a thing there for a second. Is that Gnatz's acid? Okay, good. Slowly rebuilding our stock of alchemy ingredients, although I believe we will get it all back later. But there's the small matter of the cockatrice first, and also an unknown herb. Look at that. I'm going to have to find more books. Also, Geralt, put your sword away, you loony. I'm sorry, that just amuses me for some reason. There we go, tab, put the sword away. I actually, some of you at least may be pleased to know that I actually went and had a look at the game's manual. I know. I don't know what's going on there. Is this an illusory wall, or is it just a... No, I think it's just the graphics being weird. I had a look at the game's manual. This game has a manual. If you buy it digitally, it comes with a digital PDF of the manual, and quite unlike most games made in the era this game was made in, and, you know, up to the present day as well, it actually has a very substantial manual. Normally, you'd expect it to be about 5 or 6 pages, and most of it's the EULA, but this game has a pretty substantial manual with lots of really useful information in it, and I found it a big help to go back and read through that manual looking for tips and things. Perform the ritual of magic. That's a good reminder for me to actually start using my damn signs again. Now, here's a funny thing. I remember in the third game, Drowners are weak against Igni. I wonder if they are in this too. Doesn't mention anything about Igni in here. Okay. Well, I'll switch back to Ard for now. Hello, Drowner friends. How about we power up an Ard and use that? There we go. Very nice. As you can see, the Silver Sword has a whole different set of movement and attack types versus the Steel Sword. It's going to take me a little while to sort of be able to tell at a glance which style he's in, to be honest with you. I was trying to attack the Drowners there with Strong Style because I didn't recognise what Strong Style looks like with the Silver Sword. Hopefully it's not too dark down here for you guys to be able to see what we're doing, folks. It's not like as dark as the crypt. Thankfully. That's locked for now. Also, Siegfried's torch definitely helps. There's a barrel over here. If there's a barrel, I'm gonna loot it. If I can get over there. Geralt. Geralt is not going to conquer his fear of slight chest-high walls and things until the third game, I'm afraid. Until then, we're going to be running around the long way like that. I'm not sure that was worth the bother, if I'm honest, but never mind. Anyway, yeah, if you are playing the game, I do recommend reading the manual. The game also comes with some other nice extras and stuff as well, like a small making-of documentary, which you can watch. And That's a good start. A small making of documentary, and it also comes with a strategy guide as well. So if you get stuck on any quests, it's in your game folder. You can go check out the strategy guide with all the quest info and stuff like that in there. I keep hitting tab to highlight stuff in the world, because I've been playing lots of Tyranny lately in my spare time, and in tab that's what does it, but in this game it's alt that highlights all the things, so I'm going to keep putting my sword away by accident a lot for a little while, I'm afraid. Is that a grindstone? That is a grindstone. Do you know what? I think we're going to use that right away. That would be a damn fine idea. Get the sword out again for a second, would you, Geralt? I want to see how long this lasts for. Oh, good 24 hours. Nice. All right, then. Excellent stuff. Maybe it's the temple called a cockatrice lair is just down there, apparently. Campfire. I didn't notice a campfire when I was in there, I must admit, actually. Is it worth doing that? I think I've got a level up. I could assign some points. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back to that campfire and meditate for an hour before we face the cockatrice. I assume that loud growl back there was in fact the cockatrice. Right, where is... Ah, I see. We can't actually access it right now. It's that campfire. Okay, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get to that, are we? Unless I can maybe blow this out of the way with art, it's worth a try. Oh, we can! I'm glad I tried that. Brilliant. The question is, can I now... There we go. Okay, he can actually climb up that. I told a lie, folks. New talents acquired. Yes, here we go. So, now would be a good time to upgrade our silver sword a little bit, I think. Let's see. Anything here that does extra damage? Mortal blow. That would certainly do. Let's unlock group level 2. And I don't know whether the cockatrice is going to be fast or strong style, honestly, so let's upgrade both. There we go. Lovely stuff. That's all of our talents for now. Is there any alchemy we can do? No, we have virtually no ingredients or anything right now, so... Okay. Sorry, Siegfried, we're just going to have to wait a little while. Did I hear a drowner just then? I do believe I did. How about the drowners? I'm glad I upgraded some of my silver sword skills in advance. I confess I don't remember doing it, but that's probably because I... Oh, nice finisher. Because I recorded it quite a while ago. But that was some good forethought by yours truly. What else have we got here then? Another place of power. And more bars. I'm guessing we're not going to be able to get through those. But you know what? It's always worth a try. No, it's locked. Okay. It's a shame we couldn't do any alchemy, because there was a few things I want to talk about on that subject. Because as I was reading the manual, some of the biggest things I discovered were as a result of reading the alchemy section of the manual. The alchemy system in this game is actually more advanced than I even gave it credit for. Again, I like that finisher, that was cool. Remember how I was complaining about my potions not having enough slots? That's because that is determined by the quality of the potion base. So So that's one of the reasons I couldn't make Swallow, even though I had ingredients for it, because I didn't have a high enough quality potion base with enough slots available in it. And White Gull, which I've not bothered to make until now, is the highest quality potion base you can make. So if I've got an abundance of the ingredients required, I might as well make some White Gull at some point in order to make better potions. Also, I discovered there's a whole thing that the game never bothers to explain when it comes to alchemy ingredients. I wonder if I can demonstrate here. Yeah, you see how this ingredient here, the Drowner Brain Tissue, has albedo and ether? Well, albedo, and this one, in this case, Negredo as well, and the third one is rubido. They are secondary ingredients, essentially secondary properties, and each one of them, if you include one of them in a potion, it will add an extra effect. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but rubido, for example, if you include that in a potion, it restores a little bit of vitality when you drink the potion in addition to the main effect. So if you wanted to make extra efficient swallow potions, for example, you would make sure your swallow potions include some rubido as well as the basic requirements, which is something I will endeavour to include as we go forward when I make potions. I can't remember off the top of my head what albedo and negredo do either. I'm sure one of them probably gives you a bit more endurance or something. I don't know about the other one. I have to check the manual again, but it's worth noting.
Get
Behind you.
Clever girl. I expected it to be bigger, honestly, but okay.
honor or death.
Has been a bit of hard, and then, yeah. You can really cheese enemies with the Ard sign in this game.
The cockatrice is dead. Now, where was the exit?
I don't think I can go back the way I came.
Come, I'll lead you to the exit. Take the cockatrice's head. Vincent pays well for trophies.
Very well, though it reeks.
Helpful little reminder there from Siegfried. Cockatrice feather. And we'll be having these as well, I think. I need to remember to use the control function to quickly loot things, don't I? I want to know what this unknown herb is. It's more like an unknown fungus to me, but, you know. I don't need another torch.
Make haste.
That door leads out of the sewers. So, this is where we part. But
Quiet. I hear footsteps.
Odd. Few would dare venture here.
kill him. The night too. Flaming rose.
Flaming Rose! Unfortunately, we don't have a steel sword right now, because that would be really useful against these guys, but oh well. Nothing Ard can't sort out, I suppose. I'm seriously considering banning myself from using Ard.
Friends of yours?
You could say so. The thugs with the salamander sign have been bothering me for a while.
Who knew you'd be in the sewers?
The captain of the guard, the loon from the jail, and the prisoners. I fought the cockatrice for my freedom.
A limited number of suspects. You'll likely solve the mystery when you find the leader of those bandits. I have a friend in Vizima, a detective. See him for help.
Where are you headed?
I have things to attend to at my quarters. Then I'll venture out in search of beasts, as the world is still filled with them.
You did well, Siegfried. Glad we met. I need to recover my things.
Make sure you get everything. Jethro is known to have sticky fingers.
Let's get out of here.
Here's the key for the passage to town. A few days ago, I locked the door to keep the cockatrice in.
Thanks. I'd rather not go back the way I came.
We might meet again if ever you visit the sewers. At times I venture down here in search of monsters.
Ah, your sacred mission of protecting humankind?
Your sarcasm is unnecessary. We're on the same side, Witcher. You'll realize this one day.
Farewell, and thanks.
If you ever need me, I'll be at my quarters in Vizima.
Marvellous. No, I'd rather keep the torch versus the dagger. Salamander brooches and an entire chicken. Excellent. Well then. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I'm seriously considering banning myself from using Ard. It's just, it seems so cheesy. I barely used signs at all when I first played this game, and obviously I found it much more difficult as a result of that, but I really don't remember Ard being this crazy OP on my first playthrough. I really do not recall that whatsoever. It's kind of crazy, but hey, like it's not even that upgraded. It's not. Let's see, Ard. Yeah, like I've really not upgraded it that much at all. I just. Yeah, I mean, you saw the way we finished off the beast and the Alghoul with. And now the Basilisk by just hitting it with Ard and then executing it. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, folks. Should I stop using Ard? It seems a little bit ridiculous.
Vizima's temple quarter. Whores, murderers, beggars. Salamandra's base must be near.
Alright, folks, welcome to Vizima.
You look able with a sword.
What is it?
I hid family valuables just before the war. And now...
You want to hire a stranger to retrieve them? You're kidding, right?
I know you well enough. I saw your sort during the war, death marching alongside them.
What's the deal?
Keep it all, as long as you return the family ring to me.
Why is this ring so precious?
With that ring, I'll come into my inheritance.
I feel the game may be giving away something here by calling this man con artist when you mouse over him, but, yeah.
Tell me more, but know that I don't kill humans.
Don't jump to conclusions. Undead linger near my belongings. All I want is the return of my ring.
Fine. And I keep everything but the family ring?
Yes, all yours in return for the ring. This key will open the gate in the sewers.
Where exactly will I find this treasure?
Enter the sewers and look for a gate. Beyond is the crypt where I hid the chest.
And where will I find you when I return?
I'll wait here every morning.
Okay. I'm not going to head back in there just now. I want to go straight to the jail and get my things before we do absolutely anything else.
Interesting. The private eye Siegfried mentioned could be helpful. Have to start somewhere.
And yeah, we will be going there to talk to the private eye man. But I want my stuff first. Let's have a look at the map here. Hairy Bear Inn down that way. We had a delivery to make to the Hairy Bear Inn, although again we won't be able to do anything about that until we pick up our things. City Dungeon, it's all the way down here, okay. So yeah, we're in the city of Vizima itself now. As you can tell, it's a fair bit bigger and there's a lot more stuff going on here than there were in the outskirts. Is this it here? Water guard post. No, I don't think this is it. But they're going to pay the Witcher tax, I suppose. Temerian Iron Axe. Sword of the Order. Damage minus 10%. Not as good as our Witcher sword. basically. I'll take the grindstone, though. You may keep the rest. Wonder who that's a painting of. Probably some big, important order honcho. There's a little banner and everything. And a map. Same map as the one that was in Kaer Morhen, actually. I still can't make any sense of it, I must admit. What else we got? Ooh, some booze. Although I'm not going to collect nearly as much booze as I used to, because it just takes up inventory space and it's not that useful. Spectre's Race of the Damned. Thank you very much. The Flower and the Flame. A work devoted to the Order of the Flaming Rose, its history, its dogmas, and the figure of its Grandmaster, Jacques de Aldersberg. I guess that might be him in the painting. Let's have a look at these. Okay, adds a bestiary entry to the journal. Noon Wraith. Oh, the Noon Wraith. I forgot the Noon Wraith was actually in this game. Flower and the Flame as well. Wild Hunt too. Wow, it's added a lot. It was at the time when the Order of the White Rose was falling into decay and declining in power. Masters and knights were equally corrupt, lacking in faith. They preferred a warm bed to fighting, street girls to prayer. I mean, who can blame them, honestly, but whatever. Rudolf Valaris ceded the title of Grand Master to Jacques de Aldersberg, a man of great piety and righteousness. It is said that during the conclave, a white rose in his hand burst into flames, and pious fear seized those present. Jacques had a clear vision of necessary reforms, and did not hesitate to put them into effect. He changed the name of the order, which is now known as the Order of the Flaming Rose. Above all, he set the knights a new goal, to serve and protect humans from creatures of darkness and monsters, a category he expanded to include those known as the Scoia'tael. Ah, he's a racist. Lovely. I guess that's probably him. Ooh, barrels, very good. More chicken, excellent. We like chicken. Strawberries, I mean, who doesn't like strawberries? And a honeycomb. Anyway, completely the wrong place. Completely the wrong place, but okay. We just committed a bit of daylight robbery, it's fine. Order of the Flaming Rose. Eternal fire is our only hope. Wear the silvery armor and fight for humanity's good and salvation. We offer many privileges, including tax exemptions, an attractive share of goods taken from terrorists and enemies of humanity, free absolutions performed by high-ranking priests, training courses. Yes, put that on your CV. Anyway. I'm lost already. We're off to a good start. I needed to go down here. Lost in the big city. This is only the temple quarter too. City dungeon this way. Or not. Never mind. What is this? Hellebore. Give me that. Thank you very much. More alchemy ingredients. Should be just down here, hopefully. Would this be it here, by any chance? Okay, Vincent's Post. City Dungeon, back this way. Here we go. Oh, and a notice board, excellent. What do we got? A wolf contract, Equinops contract, Algol contract, dog contract, Drowned Dead contract. Let's have a look at these. Drowned Dead. The Order of the Flaming Rose will reward brave exterminators of the Drowned Dead. As a proof of having defeated the monsters, 10 Drowned Dead tongues must be delivered to Knight Siegfried of Denel at the headquarters of the Order. Excellent. And the Drowned Dead entry in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. I don't actually know if we have that or not. The dog contract. I will pay well for the elimination of stray dogs. Deliver 6 pots of dog tallow as proof of completing the task. Grave digger, find me at the cemetery gate. You want me to just randomly kill stray dogs? That seems a bit mean, but... Okay, whatever. Owl contract. I will pay for the marrow of 3 owl ghouls. Must be fresh. Kalkstein the alchemist. Hey, Kalkstein again. He managed to get in after all. The owl ghoul entry in the bestiary is required to complete his contract. Again, I don't know if we've actually got that. We've killed an owl ghoul, but I don't know if we've got it in our bestiary. Equinops. A handsome reward awaits any individual supplying 3 Equinops root stocks as proof of having exterminated the plants. Inquire with the gardener working by St. Lebioda's hospital in the Temple Quarter. And a wolf contract. Wanted, wolf pelts. Deliver to the landing in the swamp. 10 pelts required. Ask for Jean-Pierre. Okay. Side quests by the dozen, folks. Love a good Witcher contract, though. Right, Vincent, I'm back.
You're free, but you still need to observe the quarantine.
Meaning?
Don't leave the Temple Quarter.
You must be kidding.
We keep a close eye on you, Witchers.
Didn't I hear you say that everyone's equal?
What is it, Witcher?
I can prove I killed the cockatrice.
Impressive. That's 400 Oren's reward. Well deserved.
Do you handle monsters too?
I'd rather not waste my men on that. I pay anyone who kills a monster. Just bring proof.
What pays best?
Right now, my budget includes reward money for the cockatrice in the sewers and for some bloodthirsty plant that kills people in the swamp. Imbeciles.
And we leveled up, nice.
What is it, Witcher?
How's the Salamandra investigation going?
Patience, Witcher. All will be explained tonight.
Any way I can help?
Stay clear of the warehouses and the slums. It's a sensitive case that doesn't require your sword. Just yet.
The warehouses. You don't intend to go there alone?
It's a secret operation. How do you expect me to go? With an assault team and full plate armor and a bugler? Relax. I'm no rookie. And I got a few things up my sleeve.
No doubt.
Meaning? No matter. Have a good time today. Enjoy your freedom. And maybe tomorrow I'll serve you Javed's balls on a platter.
See ya.
Interesting, okay. Yeah, we're definitely not the only people after the Salamandra guys, after all. Right, Jethro.
You killed the cockatrice. On behalf of King Faltest, I grant you an official pardon.
Finally, this absurdity is over.
Take your belongings from the trunk before I sell them. And remember the reward on the cockatrice's head. Vincent gets very excited about trophies. I can finally relax. I'll inspect what we've confiscated here. Good quality gear.
Right. And I would half expect them to shut the door behind me, but, you know. Ooh, I'll take that. And here is all of our stuff. Which we can't quite carry all of. I don't need this axe, do I? Oh. Do I want the steel sword at my hip or on my back? I can't put the silver sword on my hip. Let's have it on our back. Geralt always has his swords on his back, it's just a thing. The red shawl. Okay, right. Clearly we've picked up too much stuff is the problem here. All of this ridiculous, preposterous quantity of beer. Alright, here's the thing, because I'd like to sell a lot of this stuff if I can. Oh, the spectre oil. Necrophage oil, all my good stuff's in here, actually. Okay, what don't we need? Goat's milk, we don't need. Let's just drink it. Redanian lager. What else? The bomb stuff, the ingredients for bombs. We really don't need those. We won't be able to make bombs until much further into the game. So we can probably quite safely discard these for now. Actually, all this saltpeter and Stammelford's dust and what have you, yeah, that can all go, really. Geralt is officially a milk drinker, everybody. Alright. At least now I can get my oils on my book and my goose fat. I want my goose fat. Oh, the Book of the Tawny Owl as well. I want my blessed goose fat. And Bargate skulls. Bargate skulls, of which we want to keep one. Bloody flint, that can go. Bye. I want to keep at least one Bargate skull. For the Tawny Owl, my god. Oh yeah. You know a lot of those unknown potions I have? Let's see if we can sort this. I don't know if I've still got them, actually, but... No, it seems like they might have disappeared. Anyway, I had a lot of unknown potions. Some of them I think were made from my experimentation with alchemy that I did. Oh, we definitely want the blue meteorite. Bloody hell. You can... There's a lot of potions you can make in this game. A lot more than I thought there were. Again, this is from me reading the manual. There's a hell of a lot of potions in this game. And it's probably worth experimenting with ingredients once we've got enough of them to actually try and make some potions. See if we can come up with anything. Because it'll appear as an unknown potion, then we drink it, and then we find out what it does, essentially. And sometimes it'll have bad properties because I've cocked it up, you know. Like it'll blind us temporarily or something weird like that. But generally speaking, it can be a good way to come up with some potion recipes before we encounter a book which has them in, you know? So... Sorry, this inventory sorting is taking a bit longer than I initially sort of intended it to. It's what it is. Gonna eat the strawberries as well. Just so we can feed up enough space. There's a lot of things that I don't need in here, but they're things that I want to sell rather than just drop if I have a choice. Speaking of which, we should probably find a trader. That's job number 2, I think. It's a big old city. That must be what... Zoltan!
Witcher!
Zoltan Chive, good to see you.
You got inside the town okay? Plenty of work for a Witcher in Vizima.
It seems so. How did you manage to get in?
Nasty non-humans will always find a way to sneak into human homes.
True enough. Listen, Zoltan, I wanted to talk to you.
Yes?
I'm looking for work.
Monsters are threatening the landing in the swamp. Everyone keeps complaining.
Who should I talk to about ridding them of the danger?
Contact Luvarden. He's usually on the dike, supervising the loading and unloading of goods.
Luvarden is one of the people we could have run into in the first chapter, but I just didn't, unfortunately.
Thanks, Zoltan.
Yes?
How are you doing?
Ever considered marriage, Geralt?
My profession's not exactly conducive to marriage. Infertility, incessant risk, travel. Not many women would agree to that.
You see, I'm having doubts.
Go on.
I haven't seen her for some time, and I'm getting jealous. She-dwarves are so desirable.
I suggest we drink heavily, if that doesn't help.
You mocking me?
I wouldn't dare.
Hardly something to laugh about.
Got a minute?
What's eating you?
I warn you, some philosophy's involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that Witchers fight stems from chaos, from actions aimed at disturbing order. For where evil spreads, order cannot be established. Instead of the light of wisdom, the glimmer of hope, and the glow of warmth, darkness ensues. And in darkness you find nothing but blood, fangs, and claws. Like in the outskirts.
Nicely put, but as young Cero said to King Verdank on their first date, does it have any practical uses?
The right of witchers to live and function in this world has fallen out of balance, because the struggle between good and evil now plays out on a different battlefield with different rules. Evil has ceased being chaotic. No longer a blind elemental power, evil follows rules according to the rights it's been granted. It functions in line with treaties.
That's progress. With more of us living longer, we can slaughter one another in the thousands. Progress is like a herd of pigs. The herd brings many benefits, but no one should wonder at all the shit.
Shit or no shit, witchers exist to slay monsters. How can I when the real monsters hide behind ideals, faith, or the law?
The biggest evil is moral relativity, which kills more than the Catriona plague and dragons combined. Witchers will always be needed, no matter where that pig herd leads us.
Thanks, Sultan.
Yes?
Sorry for pushing you over like that, Zoltan, but
I've won a few poker rounds already.
Congratulations! You're a virgin no more. Now you'll play for real.
Where do I find these famed Viziman poker players?
Where you find all other things illegal. Near the hairy bear.
This might get interesting.
Don't be surprised if someone doesn't want to play with you. Real bigwigs will only deal with professionals.
And a professional is?
One who wins at least 4 professional games. Do that and you'll be welcome at every table.
I need to beat 4 professionals. Breeze.
you say that, Geralt, but that means we're probably going to lose about 20 games and win 4. Going by our general record so far. Still, it should be fun. I like doing the dice poker because I just love the idea of Geralt having a hobby that is completely separate from his profession as a monster slayer. And I like even more the fact that he's bad at his hobby. I just think that's wonderful. It makes him feel a little bit more like a real person. He's crap at it, but he does it anyway because he enjoys it. Anyway, this is a markety type area. Hello, who are you?
What do you want?
Wise dwarves are rare.
What?
I rarely see witchers, but still don't stare. Want to see my stock?
That was a little bit racist there, Geralt. Right, let's see. Dragon's Dream, Terracanian Alchemy. Right, he's got tons of books. Tons of books. Well, I can sell him these. Book of the Tawny Owl. Frightener's Vision. Hellhound's Soul. I don't know if I want to actually... Yeah, there we go. Now I can sell it. Basics of Alchemy. Spirits Race and the Damned. Flower and Flame. Excellent. That's already freed up quite a bit of space. Also, can these contracts not go in my quest items, please? I mean, why are they though? Anyway. What else have you got in the meantime? Oh, Nithosaurs. Basilisks and cockatrices, okay. What's that, 400? Yikes. Curses and the Cursed. Striggers, Werewolves, Echinopsane. We need Echinops, actually. So that's going to make me wince, but we need it. A herbarium devoted exclusively to Faenwed. It teaches the reader to recognize the plant and obtain alchemical ingredients. That could be important later. I'm going to make a mental note of the fact that this guy has that, though. I'm going to get it. Yeah, this might be good, though. Ghouls and Graviers, we've already read that. I'm sure we've already read that. Ritual plants. Oof, going through my gold quick here. Swamp plants. Yeah, we're gonna need that, I think. Swamp monsters. Drowned dead. Yes, we need that. Field plants have already read. Forensic medicine. Road of no return. Animating the inanimate. Ways of building a golem. Book of Animals contains information on dogs and wolves. I don't know if we really need that, honestly, but cults and religions, transmutations and metamorphoses. Yeah, this is all just general fluff books. Which we don't necessarily need. What were these contrasts again? Drowned dead, dog, Alghoul, Echinops, wolf. Alghoul. Is there anything here that does Alghouls? Anything at all? Ah! 500 gold. Bloody hell. Alright, fine. Ugh! Just horrendous. Just quickly read all of these. And sell them back straight away. If you do it this way, I suppose, yes, the books are expensive, but they're not quite as expensive as they look if you just give them straight back after reading them. So there's that, I suppose. Right, our bestiary and everything is just chock full of stuff now. There's a Devourer, for example. That thing is horrific looking. Bloody hell. Scimitar. Whoa. Loads we get. Whoa, look at that. Arch Spore. Alghoul. There we go, Alghoul. Yeah, we already beat one of them. Strong style's most efficient, yep. Cockatrice. Echinops. Are they weak to Igni, after all? Influence the mind. They're immune to that because they're plants, yeah. Feel no pain and can neither be poisoned, blinded, knocked down, or bled to death. Susceptibility to incineration attempts. I was right! Pokemon logic holds true. They are weak to fire. Drowned dead. There we go. Yeah, particularly strong and dangerous drowners known as the Drowned Dead. Simple people see no difference between the Drowner and the Drowned Dead. Encountering either of them is equally deadly. We might suppose, though, that the most gloomy legends concern the Drowned Dead rather than Drowners. Night Wraith. Noon Wraith. Which in this game, basically just zombies in dresses, it looks like. Much more impressive in the later games. Striga. You remember that from the intro cutscene? A woman transformed into a monster by a curse. She is filled with hatred towards all living things, devouring them gladly. A Striga may tolerate necrophages. She needs to hide out during the day, often choosing a sarcophagus and a forgotten branch of a crypt. Resistant to steel, sensitive to silver. May be freed from her curse by those who survive a night near her sarcophagus. Interesting stuff. Werewolf. And the Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt is a horde of spectres that roams the sky during storms and is an omen of disaster. The appearance of the Wild Hunt foreshadows war and woe, much as a comet does. The spectral Wild Hunt sometimes appears in nightmares of the cursed or those touched by destiny. Geralt is definitely a person touched by destiny. In case it wasn't obvious, and a wraith. Okay, cool. And loads of ingredients have been added too, I think. Yeah. Alright, well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just coming up to an hour. Hope you've enjoyed as we begin Chapter 2 of The Witcher. And it's a mammoth of a chapter, is this. Chapter 2 is huge from what I can remember. It's pretty gigantic. But I hope you'll join me for the rest of it regardless. I'm definitely enjoying this game a lot, and I hope you are too, ladies and gents. I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.